me just to know I have the support of a lot of people. And I want to thank my family for they do a tremendous amount of work for me to be at the place that I am now and the places that I'm going. I want to thank the coaching staff, MA. They've been a great inspiration of my life, especially Shane. I mean, without him, who knows where I'd be now. I mean, he's been great to me. I just want to thank the whole family of MA. It's a loving family I've been a part of since I was 6 years old. I've been playing football here since flag and on the way up, and they've always been good to me. They've always treated me like I was one of them. It's just been a pleasure to be a part of that. And last but not least, I want to thank God for everything He's given me. I've had ups and downs like everyone else, and He's pushed me through. And I just want to thank Him for that, because I know without Him, none of this is possible. None of anything is possible. So that's been a major part of my life as well. So that being said.
Questions?
What was the deciding factor?
I knew I've been to Auburn a couple times, and every time I've been there, I'm telling you, man, there's a feel to Auburn that it felt like in my household. It's just a whole new community. I mean, you're meeting people's parents, grandparents, daughters, children. I mean, you're meeting everyone. And you just feel that family culture, and you know you can trust that. You know you feel safe in that. And when I went down there, it's a small town, relatively, but it's got a lot of fire to it. I love the feeling of it. I mean, that was the deciding factor. All three programs, great academic schools, great weight rooms, all of that. But that feeling right there is what separated me.
What are you going to study?
I'm thinking about physical therapy right now.
Kerryon, you talked about the relationship part of things being really important. Talk about Coach Malzahn, Coach Lashley, Coach Horton, and how big they were in the decision for you.
Coach Lashley, Coach Horton, Coach Malzahn, those guys they're good Christian guys. They know they will get on to you, but you know it's out of love, And I sat down and talked with them my last visit, all three of them in the room, and we just had, an hour-long conversation about just family. It was they started on football 10 minutes, and we started on the character, the family part and aspect of it, and that really struck me with the way my family is structured. That'll take you farther than the football will any day.
You mentioned family. How much influence did your family have? I mean, you've known your family all these years. What did they have to do with this?
It was, it's weird at first, us being Florida State fans, of course. You've always had that dream, but at the end of the day, when I told my family the decision, it was, this is your choice. It's not like they hated the school at all. They loved it as well. And they just knew the type of person I was. They knew the type of people they are. And they just supported me 100%. And it's nice to have a family like that who can support you 100%.
You said a few days ago you weren't going to tell any of the staffs. Did you ever tell any of the staffs?
The only person, literally, the only people who knew were, I told Coach Kerryon and I told my dad and my mom. Those were the only people that knew. I really wanted to make that a secret. So, because I knew I had a clear mind. I got their inputs, of course. And from what I got back, it was 100% feedback as well. So those were the only people.
Just to follow up to that, how difficult was it keeping that secret?
It was difficult. A lot of people wanted a lot of answers. A lot of people wanted answers from other people. It was difficult, but at the same time, it was a good joy, just to know that, just to have that blessing of being recognized as that, and people wanted to know. It was a great opportunity for me and my family.
Hey, Kerryon, how firm are you on Auburn? Is that going to stay the same next year, or sometimes people decommit? Has that been something that maybe has crept into your mind? Even Florida State, you said, has been your love for all of these years. What is Auburn going to be? Who you feel like you're going to be going with next year?
I've always said from the beginning of this process I was not going to be the guy to commit, decommit. But at the same time, I don't think any athlete, especially in this junior year, is 200% committed to a college. But I tell you something, I'm not gonna be that guy who commits to one school, decommits. And I mean, I feel great at Auburn, and I wouldn't expect that to change if I was anybody else.
Do you plan on taking any other visits on the upcoming year?
Of course, you have to see that opportunity as well. Though, like I said, nobody's 100%. Even though I am pretty safe at Auburn, but I mean, at the same time, you have to give that opportunity to other people. They've spent time, you spent time, so you have to give the opportunity to other people.
Do you remember the exact moment when you figured out that's where you wanted to go? Who were you around? Who were the first people you told?
The first person I told was my dad, or Coach Kerryon actually. He asked me about it, and then my dad 10 minutes after. But I think I kind of made a decision probably about 2 weeks before that. It was just, I was just sitting in my room at night, just thinking about the visit that I went on, and just how great I felt while I was there. And it just struck me, It just hit me that that's where I need to be. That's where I should be, and that was the best place for me to be for the next 4 years.
Why'd you do this so early?
Like I said, I had a great feeling in Auburn, and I knew that would be the place. And so I mean, why wait if you have your mind made up? That's just allowing unnecessary drama and stuff. So I was like, let's go ahead and get this thing done with.
You talked about versatility in the offense, the fact they do so many different things. How important was that to you as well?
That was important as well because they like I've always said, they specialize in getting the players the ball in space and giving them the best opportunity to make the big plays in space. And that's something that I feel like that Coach Kerryon and our coaching staff has did a great job with me in getting me in space and being able to make plays. And I feel like that's something that they can do as well.
Kerryon, did the depth chart at Auburn how much of an impact on your recruitment did that have?
I mean, every place has a different depth chart, and I mean, as far as the top three go, I mean, they all had a need for a running back. But at the same time, I'm not going to be mad with another 5-star guy in the backfield to take the 20 carries off my hand. It's not something I have Malik here. It's not something that's going to be on my mind. I know if I go out and compete, I can play at any level I want to, and it's just going to take hard work.
You going to the Auburn spring game this weekend?
I'm not sure yet.
Is Malik going with you?
No, I'm not. I don't know his plans either.
You remember the very first time you were contacted by a school, either verbally, phone, or a letter, and when that was?
Go back to freshman year. I can't remember the exact date, but yeah, I can't go back that far in time.
So many guys, once they commit, they kind of turn into recruiters. Are you looking forward to that part of this time now where you get to talk to guys and talk to them about Auburn?
I am actually. That's one thing that a guy named Tyler Quinn at Auburn has done. He's always talked to me and been in contact with me. And that seems like something, when you like a school, why not have other people join you, to help you and help the school? And that seems like it'd be a great thing to do. I'm not a master talker, manipulator, or anything, but I do look forward to that aspect of it as well.
Were there any current or former athletes at Auburn that helped you make this decision?
I've talked to Rudy and Cameron at Auburn before, but it wasn't really as, it's not like they were trying to recruit me or anything. Like, those guys understand as well, you got to make the best decision for you. And I mean, at the bottom, other people's words help you, but at the bottom line, it's your heart, and it's your decision, it's your college, your future, where you have to go.
There was talk